I don't fit in. I never really have. As a kid, I was quiet, observant, careful not to draw too much attention. In my house, attention wasn't a good thing. I didn't play sports, didn't join clubs. I preferred to draw, to read, to ride horses. I liked disappearing into my own world. Art became my outlet, my lifeline. By the time I was a teenager, survival had replaced childhood. Home was unsafe. A violent brother, a checked out father, and a mother numbing herself with pills. I never invited friends over, and the town, well, it knew who my family was. The teachers remembered my brother, the fights, the threats, the knives. So when I came along, they didn't see me, just his sister, the trouble they expected. School stopped feeling safe, but I still loved to learn. So, what could I do? I left. Started working at 15. Saved enough for a beat-up Jeep Cherokee. On my 16th birthday, I took the test, got my GED, and enrolled in college. No stable home, just that Jeep or a friend's couch. Most days I lived on apples and dry cereal. And when I stayed with friends, their moms would feed me like I hadn't eaten in days. Probably because I hadn't. That kind of kindness stays with you forever. I've always had something my family didn't. Confidence, resilience, a deep sensitivity. And I think they resented me for it. I didn't belong there. And later, I didn't belong in the corporate world either. I wore the suits, went to the happy hours, did the job, well even. But always as an individual contributor, never part of a team. On the outside, I looked successful, but inside, I felt empty. I was always sensitive, too sensitive, some would say, and many did. Bosses told me not to take things personally, to grow a thicker skin. But why? So I could let people treat me in ways that didn't feel right? I didn't want to be numb. I wanted to feel everything fully. They said my voice was too sweet, too soft, that I needed to project, command, and that was never my way. I led with kindness, persuaded with warmth, built trust in quiet one-on-one moments. And still, I made it. I became the right hand to CEOs. But I never really fit. Sometimes I was let go, not because of performance, but because of optics. Too pretty, too single, too visible. Even on Zoom. And when I was diagnosed with cancer, I thought maybe now people would see past the surface, see my strength, my work, my heart. But they didn't. So I walked away, and I realized the thing they all saw as weakness, my softness, was actually my strength, maybe even my superpower. While I worked in sleek offices, my real life was far away. I lived in the woods, in creaky old cottages and 1800s farmhouses. No cell service, no TV. Just candlelight, books, chickens, and quiet. I made my own bread and kept the leftovers in the cooling oven so the critters wouldn't get it. I gathered eggs in the morning and ate breakfast beside the river. And that was the real life. I've always chosen a quiet life, not because I'm hiding, but because I see more in stillness. I tried social media this past winter, made a few profiles. Didn't like how it felt. So I left, and I haven't gone back. It's okay to not know what's trending, to not keep up, to miss the references. I read, I bake, I light candles and make my own. I knit, I paint with bits of the world, wood shavings, river sand. I feel it all in my hands before it becomes art. For a long time, I thought being different was something to fix. That my softness, my slowness, my quietness were flaws. But now I see them for what they are, gifts. They're how I connect, how I notice beauty, how I stay close to what matters. Slow living isn't always easy, but it's always honest. It asks that I listen more than I speak, rest more than I rush, notice the scent of the air after rain, not just the next task on my list. Some days are still, some are busy, but each day I return to this place inside me, the part that feels unshaken, rooted, like these mountains. There's a rhythm to this life. It's ancient, steady. The tasks are small, but full of meaning. And out here, I've learned peace isn't something you chase. It's something you allow. Thank you for being here in this little corner of stillness. I hope you find your own rhythm too, whatever that looks like.